after these months and months of golden cross playing out for Bitcoin, now we finally have this dead cross scenario playing out. But before I talk about this dead cross, I want to show you two different charts that has actually indicated around this 30,000 the market has bottomed according to this Bitcoin logarithmic growth curve, and also according to this indicator which has helped to pinpoint market bottoming in. And today, that's why we are going to talk about this first, and then we are going to look into this bearish scenario that might be playing out for Bitcoin in a short time period. Because if you have watched my videos, you know I talked about this Bitcoin price action here in a daily time frame using this Williams percentage error and this ATR normalized, that whenever we have seen this massive price correction playing out for Bitcoin, and at the same time whenever we have seen this Williams percentage error around -95, and at the same time ATR normalized over +95, this has indicated, hey, around this area the market might have bottomed. Because if we go backwards and look at the previous Bitcoin price action, you can see from 2020, guys, when we had this massive price correction, you can see exactly around that area the Williams percentage error started to go above -95, and at the same time you can see the ATR normalized started going +95. So that indicated, hey, whenever we see this combination happening, right, that usually indicates the market might be bottoming, and we could see some potential upward price movement after that. And you can see here, after that a new trend started for Bitcoin. And if you go backward from 2018, right, you can see when we had this massive price drop around that area, we also saw the ATR normalize +95, you can see here, right, going over +95, and at the same time the Williams percentage error started going above -95, indicating, hey, now around this area the market might have bottomed. You can see we did have this really nice move in upper direction, price came even lower, but we started consolidating, and after that you can see a new trend started here in upper direction. This scenario has happened again and again, and this indicator has also been right so far, and that's why I'm showing you again from this 2017. You can see Williams percentage error over -95 and the ATR normalized +95, indicating, hey, around that area the market might have bottomed in, and we could see potential upward price movement. And you can see after that again a new trend started here in 2017. So this same scenario right now is playing out for Bitcoin, and we also talked about this on my video, and it is actually pointing us that this price movement around this 30,000, right, this is where the market might have bottomed in. So that's why according to this indicator 30,000, around that area the market might have bottomed, and we could see potential upward price movement. And not just only this indicator right now is flashing that the 30,000 was actually the market bottoming in, but also this Bitcoin logarithmic growth curve. Because yesterday I showed you guys, whenever we have seen the price of Bitcoin reaching the top of the channel, only then it has been indicated as a market topping out, right? And then actual trend reversal occurred here since 2011, 2013, 2017. And since the price here is not yet there, that is actually indicating, hey, we still have some plenty of room to grow in upper direction. But along with this Bitcoin logarithmic growth curve, what we did was we added the Fibonacci retracement from each and every market top till market bottom. If you take the Fibonacci retracement from here till the market low, the new trend started, and this new trend has shown a pretty similar scenario like this here. I mean, breaking here in upper direction, seeing a pullback getting exact support around this 1.618 Fibonacci retracement level, and then a new move started. From 2013, you can see pretty similar scenario played out here as well, right? A new move started, a correction ended exactly at 1.618, and a new trend started here. So right now, if you look at this price action Bitcoin, we are seeing a pretty similar scenario here. I mean, a correction, and this correction ended exactly around this 30,000 area. So now you can see with the previous example, which also indicated, hey, around this 30,000 the market might have bottomed in. So that's why this Bitcoin logarithmic growth curve, we are getting this information, the market might have actually bottomed around this 30,000 area. So even if we are going to see a pullback, right, we are hoping the market will stay above this $30,000, because if that is going to happen, and if we are going to see some more price movement here in upper direction playing out, then this scenario from 2017, 2013, 2011 is going to repeat one more time. And also here with the previous example from starting here from 2017, right, 18, 2020, this indicator had also helped a lot to pinpoint some area where the market might have bottoming in, and this area is also around $30,000. So according to this two chart, 30,000 is the strongest support what we have right now. And now this is the time we go and look into this dead cross scenario playing out for Bitcoin, because dead cross usually means the market might see a correction, because in the past Bitcoin price action, dead cross has led to some price pullback type of scenario, but not all the time, because many are getting this completely wrong. Because you can see here, this was also a dead cross. We did saw a pullback, but what happened after that? Market started tanking in. You can see this was the dead cross, right? Market jumped here, again saw a pullback, and then again a movement here in upper duration. So now let's go backward and look at this here in a bigger frame. You can see dead cross occurred. Market still headed in upper duration, but then we started this actual bearish trend playing out for Bitcoin, right? And again, if you go backward, you can see this was also a dead cross, but what happened with the price action? We started moving in upper duration. So that's why what I'm actually trying to say you here is that dead cross doesn't mean the market has to see a pullback. That's why, guys, right now this pullback what we are witnessing, according to my analysis, this is more of a psychological pressure what we are seeing with Bitcoin price action. And that's why if the trend here wants to continue to the downward duration, let it happen. But we are aware around this 30,000, right? Around this 30,000, we do have some very, very strong support line lying for Bitcoin. But if this dead cross does manages to pull the price below this 30,000, guys, then this bullish scenario is going to be invalid. That has been playing out since 2011, and also this indicator which has flat some decent price movement after this bottoming scenario playing out is also going to be invalid. So let's see how far this dead cross is going to push the price here to the downward direction, because right now what I'm actually going to do here is include this monthly candle close label for Bitcoin, because we want to know the potential price target if the trend here is going to continue to the downside. Because if you would look at this price action of Bitcoin using this monthly candle close label with each and every month, you can see, right, yesterday when the price of Bitcoin was finding a very, very strong support around this 37,400, we said, hey, this line is the monthly candle close of 31st of May, because this 31st of May candle closed exactly around 37,400 area. So this line was a very, very strong support line, but the price of Bitcoin was unable to find support above it, and now we are seeing this pullback type of scenario. And if you have watched my video, I also said if this support is going to fail, according to this Bitcoin monthly candle close label areas, the next possible target is going to be this green line that is lying around 33,200 area. So now this 33,000 line here to the downside is the monthly candle close of 31st of January, because the 31st of January candle closed around $33,000. So now if this trend is going to continue to the downside, we are going to focus around this 33,200, 33,000 area as our potential downward price target. And now if the trend is again trying to break in upper direction, the same line which previously tried to hold the price, right, is going to be a very, very strong resistance above 37,400 area. And also, if you are confused to look at this price action in this way, no problem. I'm going to show you in a very, very simple way. And also the reason why we were talking since many days that the market is going to be in a more of a range bound market with this simple example here. So you can see what I'm actually going to do is I am going to simply add this horizontal channel or so-called parallel channel, because we are aware around 33,000 here to the downside, we do have some very strong support line, right? This support line has held the price very strongly. So that's why we are going to focus more on this 30,000 as our very, very strong support line to the downside. Upper line, as you can see, this 40,000 was a strong resistance line. So now we can see very clearly the market here is more moving in a sideways direction. So that's why we also talked about this range bound market. And that's why right now, if this trend here is going to continue, we are aware this area around this 33,000 has played as a very, very strong support line. So that's why if the price is going to see a pullback around this 33,000, then I'm actually expecting some very, very strong support around this area. But if you look at this price action in another way, in a different scenario around this area, then we can also see one particular scenario indicating, hey, 34,900 to 35,000 area, we also have a really nice strong support. So let me show you this chart in a 4-hour time frame. So in a 4-hour time frame, let me add this parabolic curve scenario for you guys, because if you have watched my video from yesterday, I showed you this parabolic curve here to the downside and also this parabolic curve here to the upside. And according to this parabolic curve, the price of Bitcoin looks like it is getting trapped between this line, right? Because the upper line always acted at a strong resistance, lower line always played as a strong support. So that's why when we said, hey, if the price of Bitcoin is going to fail to see a potential movement here in this manner towards the upper line area, then we are going to see some pullback that could bring us again around the lower line area. And look at this falling wedge failed to break in upper direction and brought us all the way towards the lower line area of this curve. And now, according to this curve scenario, we are also clear that if the support here is going to be there around this 34,900 to 35,000, we could slowly be preparing ourselves for another small movement here in a 4-hour time frame, because every time when we have seen this price pullback around the lower line area of this curve, we have seen some price movement here in an upper direction. So that's why right now this here is also somewhere around this lower line of this curve. So this is also indicating if the support here is going to be there, then I'm also expecting some sort of an impulsive move to play here in a smaller time frame. So that's why, guys, if the price of Bitcoin fails to find support at this lower line area of this curve, then the lower target is going to be the lower line of this channel, which is sitting on 33,000, and also this monthly candle close from 31st of January, and that is also sitting around 33,000 area. So let's see how the scenarios are going to play out for Bitcoin. So these are some of the scenarios I thought sharing with you in today's episode. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope this video was helpful enough. If that's the case, then please hit the like button, and for those individuals watching this for the first time, hit that subscribe button and the bell. So by saying this, I'm signing out. My name is Anup. Bye bye, guys.